Hi, I'm Julie.
And I'm Michael, and together we're Kluero.
Helping teams thrive and promoting DEI.
Team dynamics affect all types of companies. While that's a bold statement, a simple Google search can offer you quick results and insights about the fact that it affects all types of companies, be it very big or very small, on all levels, be it on the interdepartment or on a management level. And the fact that teams, small teams like startups, 65% of them fail due to team conflict is something that we as a startup really care about.
I'm a Chalmers professor, so I witness research and innovation growing every day, and it's amazing. And one of the main ways that these research and innovation reach their target market is through startups. So it's just tragic when the startup fails simply because the team stops working well together. And we'd like to help. Our solution is an AI-based tech that helps teams help themselves by analyzing, optimizing, and predicting the dynamics within the team. What makes us different is that a lot of comparable tools are based on component-driven analysis, in which you look at each individual within the team separately and analyze them as individuals. Now, we do something different. It's called interaction-driven analysis. So we look at the team as a holistic ecosystem where each team member is connected to each other team member. We're utilizing our research in mathematics, psychology, and data science, and we are constantly expanding this research and incorporating it into our product to continuously improve it.
This cutting edge of utilizing our own research created us a little blue ocean in between classic HR and HR tech. Classic HR is very specific analysis, which is hard to use and implement because it requires workshops, coachings, and other measures that require time and money. HR tech, on the other hand, offers simple insights, very easily to use and implement, but more of a dashboard view of how the team is doing. While we offer specific analysis that is easy to use and implement by using continuous improvement with our AI. The market is huge, and even with a conservative adoption rate of 10%, we're looking at an annual SOM of 19 million kroner. Our business model is flexible, and we offer different packages and tiers to different teams that have their own conditions and requirements.
Our team is diverse, and we are proudly 50% female founded. We also have a wonderful, competent board of advisors, including a former vice president of Xerox.
So ask us about a pilot. Go to Kluero.com, feel free to reach out to us, and we'll be happy to help your team help themselves. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for a great presentation. Kluero, please take a seat. Great to have you here. And welcome to Chalmers Ventures. We're so grateful to have you on board our portfolio. So I wanted to ask a question. We were chatting before, and you said that a lot of your customers are kind of baffled that they can get so much analysis out of the data in a fairly short amount of time. What is that all about?
So the key is we require only a minimum amount of time for your team, like 3 minutes a week. And the way we analyze it is incorporating my and Jill's research. And so you won't see this, though. This is on the back end.
Right.
What you're going to see are insights about your team that might surprise you.
Okay.
And we've even used it internally within Kluero. And surprised ourselves. We're like, wow, we didn't realize this. So it's really, the essence is that we have this research that supports how we do this analysis and leads us in these specific ways that are very particular to each particular team.
Right, and that's basically the sales prop for your kind of tech and AI, right? so that the back end will solve that and you can focus on developing the organizational part of the business side, right?
Exactly.
That's so smart. And you were talking about this being a huge target market. Will this work for any kind of sized organization, or is it better for a big international corp or for a small startup or a scale up? What's the typical business?
In short, it would work with any size of organization.
Right.
We had worked with larger organizations during our pilot stage and noticed that it is helpful if the team, for example, a team of size of about 200 people, is structured into sub-teams.
Right, okay.
Because, they have their own interactions.
So you can measure like units within the organization, right?
Precisely.
And can you also like do and follow and do research between the different like business units in the organization and track if leadership or H&R are doing different kinds of strategies? And can you like do a cross-reference between the data that is analyzed in the different units?
Absolutely.
That is really smart. And you were talking about the DEI statement. Now, a lot of people might not exactly know what that is. Can you just explore that for us a little bit further and tell us how your tech and software helps an organization with specifically that?
Right, so DEI, that stands for diversity, equality, and inclusion. And we actually have research that shows that diverse teams benefit from that diversity.
Right.
So you can actually see an example could be people think in different ways, and so they might be more creative. And so we know this from our research that diversity is beneficial.
Yeah.
But when you have a really diverse group, there could be kind of unspoken, maybe differences in understanding or misunderstandings, and our software can help that team work well together by picking up insights that they might not ever vocalize.
Right. So it's kind of like spotting bias within the...
But without singling out any individual.
Ah, smart.
Yes.
Smart, yeah.
And it's always, the insights are always presented in a positive way.
Right.
So it's something the team can look forward to receiving and then talking about.
So positive reinforcement.
And the software, the way it works is also completely unbiased. So the software, it's perfectly unbiased, if you will. So that's also part of how it helps to promote diversity, equality, and inclusion.
That's awesome. And we within the tech community, we can spot an increase in HR and communications tech. I guess this is a broad question, but why do you think that is?
When we did our research first, we came upon the fact that a lot of classic HR produces tons of data, but does not show the teams what the actual insights are.
Right.
And it requires a lot of input from the teams as well. I mean, if you check out, for example, Barrett CTT, their sample reports are 37 pages long.
Wow.
People care more about results than going through long data sets and reports, and therefore I think that's why there's a lot of really cool HR tech companies on the market right now, and the numbers are growing.
So in 5 to 10 years' time, where will you be with Kluero then?
I think we have revolutionized the HR landscape by then.
And we might even be entering in other markets like education.
Perfect. Thank you so much, and good luck. Now on to the next pitching startup.